Okay, so just wanted to talk about introducing two dogs to each other. We don't, and sorry, you might hear some stuff in the background. We're getting ready to leave, but we don't ever recommend that your dog meet another dog unless it is going to be an ongoing relationship. So it's a family member, a friend, somebody that you're going to see a lot, and they have a dog, and you want to introduce those two dogs. The key to doing it is to do it slowly and do it over time. So if you introduce them quickly and they have a bad experience, it's very difficult to overcome that. So we use distance barriers. Hey, Deej. Distance barriers, leashes. All these are management tools to help them to keep them safe. We gradually introduce them to each other. That's my nephew and niece, sorry. We gradually introduce them to each other. So a great way to start is to go on a walk and keep the two dogs 15, 20 feet apart. While you're walking them, you're giving them treats. So, you're walking your dog, you stop, give them treats, they're giving the other dog treats. So basically what you're trying to do is create a positive experience every time that those two dogs are together. So pretty soon, if every time, so this is Bullet, these dogs obviously they know each other, they're my dogs. But if every time Bullet is close to Zoe, he gets treats, pretty soon he's gonna like being around Zoe. And the same for Zoe. They're never gonna meet. This is the farthest that they would meet. I would have them both on leash. We take them for a walk, and like I said, this would be the closest they'd ever get. And we would just do tons of food work with them. Then when we're ready to come in the house, one dog can be in a crate, the other dog can be on a leash, feeding that dog, feeding the other dog, and then gradually let them, the dog that's not in the crate, let it hang out in the house, kind of get closer to the crate, but you use the crate as a barrier. And ideally, this should happen over days, possibly weeks. You just want to have lots and lots and lots of positive experiences. So with these guys, once we're to this point that if both dogs are well trained, I can have them both on separate beds. Be better if you have them on leash, so you have somebody holding each of the dogs. So I go back and forth, good boy, tell her, good girl, good. So they're not actually seeing each other, they're touching and interacting closely. They're smelling each other from a distance. They're seeing each other and being around each other. Good. And they're just having this positive association. Good job, guys. Gradually, we're going to gradually get them closer and closer together as long as we don't see any reactivity. So we still have them on leash. Zoe. So I'm going to feed this dog. This person's going to have this dog on leash. Good. I can feed that dog, and I gradually get them closer and closer together. And hopefully, if I have not had any problems, by the time we get this close, they actually really like each other. They've actually still not met, but they really like each other because they've had so many positive experiences. And at that point, I might even bring them, still on leash. But like I say, this would take, and I still don't want them to pay attention to each other. I want them to focus on me and the food. Hey guys. Here. Good. So now they're very close and you still have them on leash. And at that point, after a few days of this, and there's zero reaction, they're basically, if they're ignoring each other, they're pretty much okay with each other. And so watch for any hackles on their backs, ears going back, tail between their legs, twitchiness. If they're fixating on the other dog, so like if they're staring at the other dog, then you need to take a step back and slow down. One of the biggest problems is going too quickly. And so just watch the dog for those signs. And if you do this, they should be totally fine together. But just take the time to introduce them properly.